Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. General Hospital spoilers. Willow and Sasha's double pregnancy trouble to baby daddy disaster. General Hospital, GH, spoilers reveal that Sasha Gilmore Corbin's Sophia Matson hookup with Michael Corinthos, Chad Dell, could leave her with a bun in the oven. Although that would be all kinds of complicated, Sasha might actually find herself looking forward to a second-chance baby. It was devastating for Sasha when she lost little Liam Corbin, so this could bring another opportunity at motherhood. Sasha's friendship with Willow Corinthos, Caitlin McMullen, has already blown up anyway, so she might decide to embrace this pregnancy and whatever the future holds. On the other hand, Sasha might patch things up with Willow following all the Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rhoda, danger. In that case, Sasha's pregnancy might expose her one-night stand with Michael and ruin her friendship with Willow for good. However, Sasha may not be the only one who ends up pregnant soon. Willow slept with Michael and then slept with Drew Quartermain, Cameron Matheson, not too long after. That brings the possibility of a paternity mystery for Willow in the coming weeks. If Willow finds herself expecting another child, then she may have questions about whether Michael or Drew is the father. Willow would need a DNA test to clear things up, so it'd be interesting to see who the baby daddy would be. Can you imagine how messy all this would get if Michael wound up having a baby with Sasha and another one with Willow? Of course, GH writers could swing the story another way entirely if Willow gets pregnant by Drew instead. Willow might consider it a blessing in the end, since her marriage to Michael seems doomed at this point. Drew, Willow, Scout Quartermain, Cosette Abenant, and her new little brother or sister could all be a family. Scout recently asked Willow to help Drew tuck her in, so the show may already be laying the groundwork to make her step-up material. Regardless, there's no denying that it'd be soapy for Willow and Sasha to wind up pregnant at the same time. Sasha and Willow's storylines are becoming awfully intertwined, so that trend may continue if they get updates on some double pregnancy trouble. General Hospital spoilers say Willow and Sasha have a lot more drama ahead of them, so we'll pass along any pregnancy news and other paternity predictions. In the bustling town of Port Charles, secrets are currency and love triangles ignite like fireworks. But this time, it's a double shocker with twice the drama. Willow and Sasha, two beloved women in Michael Corinthos' orbit, find themselves at the center of a pregnancy whirlwind that has everyone talking. And as if one pregnancy scandal wasn't enough, Port Charles is in for a two-baby daddy disaster that could tear families apart and expose long-buried secrets. Chapter 1. A surprising bond. Willow Tate, strong yet vulnerable, has faced her share of heartbreak. Losing her child, her health battles, and her roller coaster romance with Michael have pushed her resilience to the limit. Still, she has forged ahead, building a life filled with love and hope for the future. Sasha Gilmore, her close friend and fellow survivor, has also known deep sorrow. Having fought addiction and survived near-death experiences, she emerged stronger with a unique bond with Willow. Their friendship has been a sanctuary for both. However, when Willow suddenly feels unwell one morning, she brushes it off, assuming it's stress or exhaustion from work. It isn't until her dizzy spells intensify, and Sasha playfully suggests she might be pregnant, that Willow decides to take a test, and to her shock, it's positive. Willow's immediate reaction is a mix of joy and dread. She knows this will complicate things with Michael. Just as Willow contemplates her next steps, Sasha stumbles upon a similar revelation, leaving her equally stunned. The bond between Willow and Sasha takes an unexpected turn as they both navigate this life-altering news. Little do they know, the circumstances surrounding their pregnancies could create a double daddy dilemma that would rip the Corinthos family in two. Chapter 2. The plot thickens. Willow struggles with the weight of her news. She wants to tell Michael, but doubts cloud her mind. After all, Michael has always been tied to family loyalty and responsibility. This baby would place even more expectations on him. Expectations Willow fears he may not want or need right now. She confides in Sasha, who offers heartfelt reassurance. Ironically, Sasha herself is grappling with her own secrets. Though she's thrilled at the thought of a baby, there's a haunting uncertainty gnawing at her. Her last tryst with her ex-husband Brando may have been over, but her complicated feelings for him haven't completely faded. And then there's her close friendship with Michael, a bond that, for a time, seemed on the edge of crossing into something more. Sasha and Willow, each torn between duty, desire, and fear, find themselves leaning on one another. They spend more time together, sharing fears, hopes, and even their anxieties about impending motherhood. Their parallel journeys seem strangely poetic until fate delivers an ironic twist. Chapter 3. Double the Trouble. As if the emotional turmoil wasn't enough, one fateful evening, Michael walks in on a heated discussion between Willow and Sasha, where emotions are laid bare and secrets accidentally spill. Willow blurts out her pregnancy, with Sasha standing shocked beside her. Michael's joy quickly shifts to confusion when Sasha, too, lets slip her own pregnancy news. The tension is so thick it's palpable, leaving Michael in stunned silence. As the days go by, Michael becomes more introspective. The thought of two pregnancies in his life at once is overwhelming, and a dark suspicion begins to take root in his mind. While he tries to be supportive of both Willow and Sasha, he starts to question Sasha's loyalty, particularly her recent closeness to Brando. The idea that he might not be the father of Sasha's child causes a bitter jealousy he didn't know he had. But when Brando gets wind of Sasha's pregnancy, he feels an undeniable draw to her. After all, they share a long and tumultuous past. Meanwhile, Drew Kane, another familiar face in Sasha's orbit, enters the picture, adding another potential complication. Drew has always cared deeply for Sasha, and the possibility of her carrying his child sparks a protective, almost territorial response. He begins offering his support, staying close to Sasha, and spending more time with her, a gesture that doesn't go unnoticed by Willow or Michael. With Brando, Drew, and Michael each vying to be the most supportive, the tension around Sasha's pregnancy deepens. Gossip swirls around town, with everyone speculating who the father could be. Willow, too, finds herself caught in the crossfire of Michael's suspicion and Sasha's predicament, and her own joy begins to dim under the scrutiny of Port Charles residents. Chapter 4. The fallout begins. As both Willow and Sasha grapple with the weight of public speculation and private turmoil, they decide to support one another through this ordeal. But one evening, during a family gathering, the situation comes to a boiling point. Carly Corinthos, always on edge when it comes to Michael's love life, suspects there's more than meets the eye with Sasha's pregnancy. In true Carly fashion, she doesn't hesitate to pry, subtly stoking Michael's insecurities and suggesting that perhaps neither child is his. Feeling the walls closing in, Sasha decides that it's time to come clean. She arranges a private meeting with Brando and Drew, hoping to set things straight and avoid any further misunderstandings. As she shares her dilemma, she's met with unexpected support, but the meeting inadvertently reveals more questions than answers. Brando begins to hope he might actually be a father, while Drew's feelings deepen as he contemplates the idea of starting a family with Sasha. Meanwhile, Willow is dealing with her own complications. Rumors of infidelity begin swirling, placing an additional strain on her relationship with Michael. She's torn between revealing the full story to him and protecting herself from the wrath of Port Charles gossip. Chapter 5: Double Daddy Disaster. The tipping point arrives when Sasha and Willow are both asked to undergo paternity tests. The two friends, now closer than ever, lean on each other as they await the results, each preparing for the fallout that's sure to follow. Tensions escalate to an all-time high. Michael begins to question everything, and for the first time, he realizes he might lose not one, but both women he deeply cares for. When the test results arrive, they reveal a shocking twist. Both pregnancies involve surprises that no one saw coming. Willow's child is confirmed to be Michael's, a revelation that brings relief yet unexpected responsibility. But Sasha's child, it turns out, is Brando's, setting off a chain of emotional events that will impact everyone involved. The news leaves Sasha feeling simultaneously devastated and hopeful. She knows that her friendship with Michael is now forever altered, and she's uncertain how this revelation will affect her relationship with Brando. Brando, on the other hand, feels a newfound purpose, eager to embrace fatherhood and make amends for the tumultuous past he and Sasha share. In the end, Willow and Sasha's bond survives the test, and they find strength in one another. But the landscape of Port Charles has forever shifted. With Michael facing an uncertain future with Willow, and Sasha and Brando navigating their new family dynamic, the ripples of this double pregnancy disaster reach far and wide. As they each brace for the challenges ahead, one thing becomes clear. In Port Charles, the past may haunt you, but the future is never written in stone.